Hey guys, I have my African violet with me today, and we're going to be doing a propagation video from a leaf cutting. You're first going to need, of course, your African violet, a leaf that you want to cut off, and then some soil and a small pot to put it in. I also use grow lights just to help me out a little bit, but you can go ahead and put it in a nice sunny window that gets indirect light. So the way I choose a leaf that I want to cut is looking from the top. I find a leaf that is over top of another. So if one's shading off another leaf, I go ahead and cut that so the one below it can grow better. I did already select the leaf that I'm going to use. It was right in here, and when I cut it out, you can see the one below it right here now has a nice direct line to the sun, and it'll take in much more nutrients for the plant, and it'll be happy and healthy and give me more blooms. This one is, as you can see, a nice deep purple, and the flowers actually have this really nice riffle on the edge that I like a whole bunch. So you're going to want to pick a plant that obviously you want one or two or three or four extra of. So the next step is going ahead and picking a little pot that you're going to put the stem cutting in. You can either use these small pots you can find online. I think if you type in micro pots or small plastic pots on eBay or something, you can get them for a couple dollars for 50 or something like that. I like to use little Dixie cups and just poke a hole right in the bottom so the drainage can go right out. I then fill this cup with potting soil, just regular potting soil, and a little bit of pebbles mixed in so the water drains right through. I don't use a African violet mixture at this point, or just your generic store-bought African violet soil, just because they don't need all the nutrients quite yet. They don't have any roots, they don't have any flowers for those nutrients to really help them out. A regular potting soil will work just as well. So you've got the stem cutting, and you have your soil, or your soil in the little pot. I go ahead and just poke a small hole, kind of ruffle it, make it a little bit looser. You don't want to just poke it into the soil. You might damage the end of the cutting. I then take your leaf cutting and cut it at a 45-degree angle facing up. So facing the same side the leaf would be facing up. And keep it just in that direction and put it right into the hole you have created. And then what you're going to do is just backfill the soil in. Doesn't need to be too deep in any soil. You can use smaller pots, just as long as the whole cutting is actually underneath of the soil and you can keep it nice and moist throughout the next couple of weeks. I'll then go ahead and give this a quick mist and put it under my grow lights. Okay, so now I'm at the table where I keep all my nice African violet cuttings. And there's even a Streptocarpus saxarum right in the middle of the screen. But what I'll do is I'll place the cutting right near the other cuttings and keep them nice and separate from other colors of African violets and let it grow right under these lights. I also have a tray right here where I keep some of the cuttings with a little humidity dome under it, just so these ones get a little bit more humidity. And with the ones that don't have humidity domes over it, you just have to make sure you keep up with the watering and don't let the soil get too dry. So thank you for watching. The new cutting is under the light over there, and it's ready to grow. There'll be new updates in about a week or two when it starts to send out new roots and have some sproutings. I hope you look forward to seeing those. I know I am. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and take this African violet that was a stem cutting at one point and separate this plant out. There's probably about 3 or 4 plants in there that can go into their individual pots. So look forward to that in the next couple days. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and happy planting, guys.